Welcome to a night of total terror.
In 1968, George Romero brought us Night of the Living Dead. It became the classic horror film of its
We
time.
must not be lulled by the concept that these are our family members or our friends. They are not. They will not respond to such emotion.
Now, George Romero brings us the most intensely shocking motion picture experience for all time.
It gets up and kills. The people it kills get up and kill.
When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
First came the night, then came the dawn. Now comes the most eagerly awaited day in horror film history.
Welcome back to Thursday of the Dead, episode 224. My name is Jace. On March 8th of 2018, I filmed an unboxing of the Waxwork Records release of the Dawn of the Dead soundtrack by Goblin. This was back in episode 14, which was when this show was still called Dawn of the Dead Thursday. As you can see, Waxwork Records has been an important part of my collection as they release vinyl soundtracks for Night of the Living Dead and Day of the Dead. This episode is a major one for me. It's one I've waited for over a year, and it's the reason I signed up for the first annual subscription, or my first annual subscription to Waxwork Records. This set is special to me as I collect the D. Wolf records that George Romero used as part of the soundtrack for Dawn of the Dead. I've collected quite a few of them, and I can tell you, they can be expensive to collect. There was a release by Trunk Records that was a single LP release with some of these D. Wolf tracks. This 3LP release is maybe one of the most important releases for Dawn of the Dead. I put it up there with the Second Sight 4K set that was released a few years back. That set included some of the D. Wolf tracks on CD. So let's get to the unboxing. Here it is, and it's beautiful. I love the artwork on this package, which was done by Ruiz Burgos. I don't know if I pronounced that correct, but he's very talented. There's a booklet with some cool artwork and liner notes inside by Jim Cirinella. These notes taught me something about how the soundtrack was put together. I knew that Romero used the D. Wolf library, but I wasn't sure how he edited tracks into the film. He'd done something that I consider similar to a DJ. You know, the way he combined the library tracks with the Goblin tracks. And I learned that the Goblin tracks were introduced much later into the process, which is why he didn't use that much of it. You can hear more of the Goblin soundtrack on Dario Argento's Zombie Cut. I also learned that Michael Gornick, the DP on Dawn of the Dead, participated in the process with Romero. He was actually the one that inserted the gonk over the end credits without Romero knowing it at first. Luckily, George Romero liked how it worked, as it ended the great film with a strange satirical tone instead of that downbeat ending that Night of the Living Dead had, which I loved. I've played all 6 sides of this record, and I'm not going to play any of the audio because I'm worried of the copyright strikes. I actually got one from an old video just from playing the intro to the gonk. I kept the hype sticker that came with this as it mentioned the subscriber variant on the sticker. I also decided to pre-order one of the retail versions as I was able to use my subscriber discount. So the $60 retail dropped to $54, which is an incredible deal. From what I understand, the retail version is on its way to me now. They're currently sold out, but I wouldn't be surprised if this got a reissue at some point. I do want to say, for any of Dawn of the Dead fans out there, you need this in your collection. Trust me. Thanks as always for watching, and hey, I just realized this is my Christmas episode. I hope that Santa brings you something creepy and cool like this 3LP set. I want to thank Waxwork Records for ending this year with a bang. This is easily my favorite vinyl soundtrack release of this year.